What's up, Bluest Eye Gang?
We're back with another video on chapter 3 of the Bluest Eye. In the beginning of the chapter, Piccola was talking about how she thinks she ugly. Like, that's just how their family is. Like, they all just ugly. Like, they got, but honestly, they're not even ugly. That's just how black people are made. Like,
Right.
Big lips, they thick usually. They got thick eyebrows, big nose. Like, that's just how black people was made. And she just make it seem like she's ugly. But she's
And then we still have to think about this did happen after the Great Depression, which is like all white people, black people, all were going out of business. It was broken poor, So it was still kind of like, what's it called, segregation?
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah, it was still that going around. So other people thought she was ugly because she had bushy eyebrows, big lips,
Right.
her skin color. So other people didn't thought she was ugly, and then she
just starting to believe.
believe what other people say. Basically.
And then, okay, the narrator, well, first of all, we have a new narrator. And the narrator is talking about how Mrs. Breelove and Charlie, they need each other because Charlie, he always, like, he had it rough. Like, in this chapter, it talked about how he and his girl had got caught having sex
outside.
Yeah, outside, and the police seen them, and he like put a gun to their head
and told them to keep on going, like forced them to have sex.
Yeah. So that's why like he has bad problems. Like he raped his daughter, like all of this stuff.
And he's been to jail
just because like this happened to him, and that's why he's so cruel and violent, because like what he has been having to go through.
And Miss Breelove is like very hurt and very like disappointed in him, but she also needs him at the same time to like help her
with the kids,
and rent money, But she's hurt because of what he did to her daughter and like all this other bad stuff that he has been through and has put the family into.
And another thing is like Miss Breelove, like they be like trying to, like they be arguing so bad, like they be trying to kill each other and stuff. Like they be having real bad arguments, and sometimes and then another thing that happened in this chapter was Piccola, she tried to run away because she was so like she couldn't take. So in the story they was arguing, and they thought the kids were asleep and stuff, but Piccola was still awake, and she was hearing them argue, and they tried to kill each other. They was like arguing back and forth, like they was like, "I'm gonna kill you, blah, blah, I hate you so bad."
But do you think Piccola ran away because she felt like it was her fault? Like she's here, that's why they're arguing that they have children or something. And when I was reading the book, I thought Piccola wanted to run away because she felt like she was the problem. You know how parents get divorced and the kid want to kill themselves or something because they think it's them that's causing them to get divorced. That's what I thought was happening.
She just got so much going on. Her parents are fighting. She doesn't have no confidence. She can't sleep. She living in a abandoned building. She has a whole bunch of people in this little space.
And they have 2 room, 1 room. They have 1 bedroom, and they split it with like wood. They split it in wood, so the parents have a bed to themselves, and then all the kids have to sleep in 1 bed, and it's like bad for them.
Okay, and so basically, the one thing, this is why that the story is called Bluest Eye, so this is very important. So I'm going to put something on this screen right here, because the reason this is called Bluest Eye is because she hated how ugly she was, and she wanted to have blue eyes.
And blonde hair. She was obsessed with like blue eyes, blonde hair.
So the typical white person, basically.
Basically, because they had it fair in life, and like
she just wanted to be like them. So that's basically why that's why the story is called Bluest Eye, because she wanted to have blue eyes, blonde hair. She basically wanted to be white. And okay, so what happened in like the next part of the story, basically, because this chapter kind of long, by the way.
It was.
So Piccola and this girl, let me tell you, the characters are China, Poland, and Miss Mary. They are really nice, but
they slept with a lot of people.
They prostitutes.
They call them whores.
They call them whores in the story, but they're prostitutes.
Prostitutes, basically.
They prostitutes, but And they used to sell Piccola stories about like their clients, basically the people that like was paying them to, you know. And they told this one particular story about this man that she actually really liked, but he was like being like he was pimping her, like he was being mean, like he was beating on her, but he had to turn her in. I mean, one of them had to turn her into the FBI.
Right.
And basically, they're not really like hookers. They just like they people that just want money.
They need money to like provide for themselves.
Yeah.
And then Piccola starts to wonder like how would it feel to have
Right.
love? You know, since her parents are not really
They're not
she ran away
affectionate.
because her parents were arguing.
And
They're not
affectionate.
Yeah, they don't
They're not
care.
affectionate towards each other either, so she don't
They're
see
just
it.
They're
don't-
basically there just to give her a roof over her head and send her to school. That's what that's
And basically, and then she just, and then like her father, like when her mom, like they start arguing and stuff, and like she just, like when she comes back, her father is like yelling at her, da da da, but her dad is like, I mean her mom is just like not saying anything.
Yeah, she's not saying anything because her dad is yelling at her. She doesn't. I feel like her mom didn't say anything because she doesn't want things to escalate, like how he be beating on people or beating on Piccola's mom and stuff. I think she's not saying nothing because she don't want anything to escalate or for Piccola to run away again. Like I think she wants to.
She knows why.
Yeah, she knows why because obviously she was up.
She in a bad situation.
Right.
And so the main thing about this story was like Piccola's trying to find her own identity, and like she like, oh, I'm ugly, I want blue eyes, I want blonde hair, I want to be white. And like the Breloves themselves, they just don't like their appearance. So that's what this chapter was about, biting.
How people have looked at her and put like titles, not titles, like labels on her, telling her that she's ugly, she's not worth it, you know. And like when you hear that so much, you start to believe that about yourself. So she feels like her being ugly and her like not being like worth it or like not being
Okay, so
valued.
basically she take the abuse that her husband be doing, like when he be beating her and stuff, like she just take it. She don't do nothing. She don't scream. She just take it.
She takes it because she feels like that's all she's worth is to get beat on, and like since she thinks she's ugly and stuff, she feels like it's okay for him to beat on her and treat her like.
She don't know what to do at this point. It's been happening for so long. Like maybe she thought he would change when she came out of jail or something.
But no.
But in this chapter also, Piccola, she starts fantasizing about her life, like what it would be like if her eyes were blue, if she had blonde hair, like she basically...
If she was white, basically.
Yeah. So she started like imagining...
Or at least have fair skin, like light skin.
Yeah.
Or did she just want to be all white? I forgot. Anywho.